So here we have the first look at the new studio. Now this is a little bit more cozy than my last spot, and when I say cozy I just mean that the ceilings are a little bit lower, but still this should be perfect for what I'm trying to do. So as I mentioned, the ceilings are a little bit low, at least over here, because this side has the drop ceiling and this one just has a regular ceiling. So it is, you know, a few inches higher over here, which, I mean, isn't that much of a difference. And of course there's a cliche drop ceiling fluorescent fixture in here, so I might convert that to an LED just so it's not as loud. And you know, fluorescent tubes make these like weird streaks sometimes in video, which I'm sure there's a way to get around it, but I was planning to switch that out with the LED fixture and then also add another one over here so there's a little bit more light. And then over on this side there are two of these, you know, old people house style fixtures, so I plan to switch those out with some track lighting. Also, it's kind of weird because this light is on the switch over there, and then that light is on the switch right there by the door. So I'll probably tie these two together so they're on one switch. And then that takes us back to this closet, and this is a pretty damn big closet, and you can probably see those lines that I'm talking about with the fluorescent tubes. So I might switch that one out too, but for now I think it'll be all right. So this room is gonna be basically drum storage. I say room, it's a closet. It's gonna be a drum closet basically. All the other closets in the house have the same sort of modular cabinet system, so I think I'm gonna take these down and put them in the other closets if they fit. The other closets are not at all this big, but I think I'll try to reuse this stuff and put them into other closets. All right, it's tomorrow and I'm going to buy paint tomorrow, so I'm gonna prep this room, get all the switch plate covers off, patch any holes, and gut that closet. So let's do that. So playing painter is, you know, fun and all, but now let's play electrician. But in all seriousness, I'm comfortable doing electrical work, especially a simple light like this. But if you're trying to do this stuff on your own, obviously do it at your own risk, because I'm just showing you how I did it, not how to do it. So if you get electrocuted, don't come blaming me. Alright, so let me explain exactly what's going on right now. So this light was here before, that's exactly where it was. So my plan was to put the other light over here and have it in line with the other light. So that meant I had to do what I just did and cut out that piece right there so it would fit here. But now the only problem is that this pipe right here is like right in the way of the fixture, so it's not going to fit there. So I kind of jumped the gun on cutting that tile when I didn't need to, but I still have enough material to make this work. So instead now I'm going to scoot it over so that it's right here, and then I'm going to scoot that one over too so that now they will also still be in line. The power is off, trust me. Now, for all you safety trolls out there, I didn't have any wire staples at the time. I also didn't have any strapping for the ductwork at the time, because you probably saw the little clip where the ductwork was sitting on the cable. But I got some strapping and I strapped up the ductwork where it was resting on the cable. I also stapled the wire within 12 inches of the junction box, so that's all good. And I would show you, but every time I take a ceiling tile down, just a mess of dirt and grit and dust and stuff just falls out of the ceiling, and it's really messy and annoying, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Also, you'll see that this tile is different than the rest of them, and the previous owners left a whole box of these tiles in the garage, and I assumed that they're the same as these, so that's why I kind of just cut up that one at first. I didn't really care because I knew I had more, but they're not the same, so this will just have to do for now. So that is the first look of the new studio. As you can see, there's still a lot that I need to do. Obviously unpack all this stuff and organize it all, and then obviously set up my drums and do this and do that, and you know, it just never ends. So again, that's the first look of the new studio. In my next video, I'm going to show you the desk. That's all you get. And then after that, I'm going to do a video on how I'm going to treat this room for sound, because you can probably hear the dryer running right now. I have a neighbor right there. There's a busy street on that end, and then right there is the AC unit, so I need to do something about sound. And speaking of sound, I think I already said this, but as soon as the ballast on these lights go bad, I'm gonna switch them out with LEDs just so they're not as loud and they don't hum as much. So yeah, the new studio is slowly coming along, so I guess I'll see you in the next video.